Hey guys, welcome. I'm Parshvika. Welcome to the channel where we talk a lot about manifesting our dream life. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about manifesting no matter how you feel, no matter you feel so bad, despite of everything, manifesting fast. How to do that? Let's dive in. Give this video a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more such videos. In my own personal manifestation journey, time on time, I felt like I can't even manifest that. It's so hard, and I come to the point where I was like literally giving up. I was like, enough is enough. It doesn't working. I tried everything. I tried all the stuffs, all the techniques, all the ways, all the methods, but nothing seems to work. And I'm like at the reach to the point where it's like, enough is enough. I'm giving up. If it's coming, fine. If it's not, giving up. If it's not coming, then also it's fine. And that, when I actually gave up, I manifest that thing within hours, sometimes within minutes. So I want to tell you guys, even if you're feeling so bad, even if you're not feeling in the zone, even if you're not feeling good, and there is so many things that are happening in the 3D world that's kind of like bothering you, trust me, you're gonna manifest what you want to manifest. You're gonna get it what you want to get it, because we get always what we want. So you don't need to focus too much on how you're feeling. Of course, they talk a lot about the manifestation world. You have to be in the end state, feeling fulfilled, satisfied, happy. But trust me, no one feel 100% happy all the time. It's just simply not possible, because we are human beings. We are not robots who is actually being on a machine for happiness for 24 into 7 into 365 days. That is simply not possible. Even if you do all the techniques, all the methods, you're doing everything right, everything perfect, even you're gonna feel down, even you're gonna feel bad in some days. You're not gonna feel like doing anything, and that's totally normal, and that's totally okay, because we are all human beings and it's all part of the process. So at the time when you feel low, when you don't feel good, at that time, if you actually push yourself harder, you tell yourself, come on, I can't feel like this, I have to feel good, I have to feel good, and you pushing so hard, not actually allowing yourself to be themselves, and it actually creates a trouble. I have tried this thing. Like, I also consume a lot of the content about the manifestation as I'm actually progressing in my manifestation journey, manifesting the things, small, big, and all that. I see the people talking about feeling the edge, and someday I feel great. I feel at the edge. I feel at the edge state desired. But other times I totally feel down. I don't feel like this. I feel desperate, anxious, and all that negative stuff. And that's totally normal. But sometimes I try to force myself to move from negative to the positive within minutes or within an hour. But it doesn't work that way, because negative and positive are the actually two sides of the one coin, or two sides of the one stick. But going from totally downstream to upstream, it takes a lot of energy, a lot of time, and sometimes a lot of different stuff that you have to do to go from that. So instead of actually trying that, if you actually understand that it's all part of the process, that eventually you're going to reach where you want to reach, you're going to get what you want, and all this is a part of the process, you won't even bother about it. For example, if you're going on a journey, on a vacation, on a traveling, in the traveling you encounter so many unexpected things. Some are good, some are bad, but you don't beat yourself up. Oh, it's happened, this thing, I wasn't expecting it, I'm not prepared for it. You don't beat yourself up. You're like, okay, it's part of the process, it's part of the travel, it's part of the journey, and you take it like that, instead of actually giving your reaction, putting your energy into that. And everything works perfectly fine. You travel across the world or wherever you're going, and you go back to your home, and amazing. The same analogy you have to use over here. You don't need to take things too seriously. Like, life is really very short. We don't know what we are doing in these bodies of ours. We literally don't know. So everybody is in their own reality, in their own world, and it's totally okay, totally normal. You don't need to go out and tell the people, hey, you're doing this thing, this is not working, this is bad, do this thing, or something like that. Don't do that. Let them play their own games, let them be in their own drama or their own story, whatever it is, whatever they want to play out, because we literally don't know what we are doing in this world of ours. Like, we're gonna die one day, we're gonna transition from one body to the next, and we only have one life. Who knows when we're gonna live another life? Nobody really knows. Nobody really remember. So it's life is too short to take it seriously. So take it as like a journey, a process. It's like up and down. You can also take an example of the water waves. This is a really amazing example that I put in my personal life, because I have the waves which pretty high, I have the waves which pretty low, and at the pretty high I feel like I'm at the stars, I feel like I'm at the sky and everything is working perfectly fine. But when it goes low, I feel like so bad. I feel like dying some days. And in that process, I realized that whatever I'm feeling, I don't need to focus too much on that. I don't need to give reactions. I don't need to react to it. I just need to feel it and let it go. The moment you accept the things, the moment you're like, okay, I don't feel good. Okay, whatever. You just accept it and you just live your day and move on. Eventually, you're gonna feel better, because all these things are coming for addressing on the surface to actually telling you that, hey, this thing is going around. Do you want to take it into account, or you just want to let it go? If you like things and you want to keep on progressing further with that, then probably invest your energy and time into that. But if you don't like it, just feel it and let it go. Simple. That's stuff that I've been practically doing for a few days, and I feel like way more better, because some things are very easy to manifest, especially if you don't have a negative beliefs around there, and you're like, it's so simple, it's so easy, like manifesting a coin. But some things feel so heavy, so hard, because you have a negative feelings around it, because you think that you need to work really, really hard, you need to try very hard, you need to struggle, you need to put a lot of the work, and then only it will going to manifest. That those things are really hard to manifest because of our beliefs. And instead of actually working against our beliefs and trying to flip every single thoughts into the positive, which takes a lot of the time, a lot of the energy, I've done that thing, trying to flip every single thought that's coming in my day, which I don't like it, into the positive, but it's so much time and energy, and at the end of the day it's not even worth it, because you know that you're gonna have thousands of thoughts in a day, literally sometimes more than that. I don't even really remember the number, but you're gonna have so much, and if you give attention and energy to every single of them, it's gonna be really hard for you, and you're gonna be whole day tired and sitting on the bed flipping the thoughts, and that's all you're gonna do, not gonna live your life, because you're like, oh, I don't need to think these thoughts, oh, I don't need to feel it, and you're gonna go and try to flip everything, and it's gonna take a lot of the active work from you, and eventually you're gonna like feel like giving up. So instead of that, just understand you always get what you want. Just understand that I'm gonna get this thing. Simple. You don't have to do anything. Just know it, and whatever you're feeling, accept the feelings and let it go. The moment you accepted something and you're like, okay, I accept it, I don't feel good, I'm giving up. And the moment you do it, eventually that thing passes out, because everything has like a high and low phase. Even the good things have the high and low phase. You gotta feel good some days, you gotta feel bad some days, but everything just passes by. Good days passes by, bad days passes by. So you're like, okay, whatever, I don't care, it doesn't bother me at all, whatever I'm feeling. Okay, I feel not good, fine, I gave up, I know what I want, and I know I'm gonna get it eventually. So you just chill out, even if you're feeling down, and you let it go. Eventually you're gonna feel better, and that will going to actually help manifest fast naturally, without even trying so hard, without putting the active work. Because if you're making it so much active and hard and struggle, you don't know what to manifest. Nobody wants to do hard things. You can do once, twice, but later you're like, okay, I don't want to manifest, let it be. So instead of that, just know what you want, and no matter how you're feeling, feel it, let it go, and don't try to flip every single thought that you're having negative into the positive. Just think the thoughts, I'll let them go. See that it's part of the process, it's part of the journey. There is a high waves, low waves, everything is part of the process. Eventually you're gonna reach where you want to reach, you're gonna get what you want. So no matter what's happening in the road, it doesn't really matter, because you're gonna get what you want. Instead of that, just enjoy the process. Even if you feel bad, enjoy it. You know that it will going to soon pass away. I'm not feeling good, it gonna pass away. I feel it amazing, it gotta pass away. No matter what, everything will pass away. So why to take life too seriously? You gotta get what you want. So hopefully these things will going to help you manifest fast, no matter the situations, no matter how you feel, no matter how many people in your world that actually create trouble for you. If you'll just take it easy, if you are easy on yourself, you're easy on everything, you gotta just pass very easily. Just like when you're swimming in the ocean, If you're going with the currents, with the waves, you're gonna swim pretty well. But if you're going against the current or trying to go against it, it's gonna be really hard and you may not even reach there. Or maybe but spend so much time and energy and effort and struggle, and it may not be worth it at the end. So just go with the wave, feel it, what you want to feel it, good, bad, understand that everything is a part of the process, a part of the journey. It will going to soon pass off and I'm gonna get what I want. Simple. Just rest in that journey and you don't need to do any of these techniques. You don't have to do that. It's not part of, it's not necessary. You want to do it if you like it, if you it makes you happy, do it. If not, leave it. So hopefully this video will going to help you. Let me know what you think. Your questions, your comments are really welcome. If you have any questions or anything that you want me to make in the future videos, do let me know. That's it for this video. I'll see you the next time. Till then, take care. Bye guys.